Spoiler warning, guys. Spoiler warning. I'm please warning you guys right now. Please get off right now because I'm about to spoil the chapter for Furnace Apocalypse. Furnace Apocalypse chapter 242. So spoiler warning, guys. We see on and on the on the cover right now. They're gonna be on the cover on an Aussians. As the chapter starts now with with Yase. Again, I can't say his name correctly. Yase is screaming to Galahad saying Galahad. The only one remaining is him. Eliminate him at once. And then Galahad is using what he said, Sir Fake Lancelot. Page 3, Lancelot says, I don't mind taking all of you, all of you by myself, but only after you make sure your opponents are down for the count. And then like the Grey Knights are pretty much up. I saying what? And of course, and then we pretty much into like Lohan Green saying no way, there can't be a human alive after being bombarded by hit with arrows. Then page 4, the arrows are being repelled by the the head like magic, and then Percival is like, whew, he's like, whew, wow, what is that was a close call, a bit more, and I was a hedgehog. And then Logan is like, Kurt, is that? And it goes, he, again, I can't say the brother's name, but again, he says this like, I eat, but. And of course, now we're to page 5, where then we have Tristan saying, "How strange," and then we have Yasser saying, "What?" And then Tristan says, "I didn't expect the sword." And not to say no. Says, "I didn't expect. I didn't think that the sword would break given the extent of your attack." Then he keeps saying, "I'm pretty sure I maintained it before our departure." Then of course Lance was saying, "Oh, my bad. I shot through your sword against Esconon." And Tristan's like, "That was you." And then we see the outfit, that outfit is wearing, has a hole right here in the, I think, the stomach area. Then he asked him saying, my attack, my attack dealt no damage." And then he's like, he like, like clicks his tongue saying, "What, like what kind of trick did you use?" Then you have Lohan, you have like, I just like I can Owen's daughter, a daughter saying, "Guys, don't lose your cool." Then he's like, Then of course, like, wait, what is she's saying, like, what is happening to the Holy Grail? Then the Grail disappears, and then we have Gawain who says, "You would do you would do best to keep your cool. That was an illusion." And then she clicks her tongue. Then page 7, we have page 7. Could this mass of magic be chance by? Then of course he says, the light spirit, the light spirit and person. "Oh, so you know about it. I may not look like one, but I am a light spirit." Then Lohan Green saying, "Unbelievable, unbelievable." Then Kluhag says, "Then could he be?" Then Kluhag says again, says, not just nothing. "Would you allow me to confirm one thing?" Then he's like, "Hmm." And then we move it. Tony says, "No, don't clear, like, don't let your guard down." And pretty much page 8, that eel like monster was flying around the battlefield is still there, and it pretty much eats him because like, oh no, he dropped his guard, so oh, he got eaten. That was on him. Then it was like Long Green pretty much screams saying, "Chlor." And then we see that she's been asking, she's been saying, "Someone please help, someone please save Chloe, because he's been eaten." Then you have like like Gwen's daughter saying, that Gwen's daughter, Archie saying, like, "What were you doing?" I'm having my hands full with her." Then she's like on the floor crying, and of course Percival takes up to the sky, and she's like asking, "Wait, what are you trying to do?" Then Percival says, "He's your precious friend, right? I'm helping you out." Then Chris says pretty much says his name, saying, saying he is my he is my precious brother from another mother. Again, rough translations. Again, not new saying this, the translation, so it might be a bit rough here, guys. But how are we supposed to catch up with it at that speed? There's no need, huh? She's like, huh? then page 10, we see Claude, inside, inside like the ill stomach, and then of course he says, I can't believe that, but this world is completely different from the one we know. And then he says again, if so, there really exists the possibility. And of course, we have Lohan Green coming in saying, Lohan Green saying, then we have like Lohan Green saying, clear. And of course, we have again him, him saying Lohan Green, and she asks, she asks again saying, "Are you okay?" The next page, I am. Did you go out of your way to rescue me? And he says, of course, but how did you? And he says, but how did you? And of course, we are page 11, where Percival says, we acted as bait so that it would quickly gobble us down when we were flowing, pretty much flowing mid-air. And then it pretty much says, like it was them flowing and it was swallowing them down. Then you have Claire asking, "You're with him?" And she says, he somewhat looks exactly like the goofball we know. Then Percy was like, huh? I feel like I've seen you two somewhere. Then of course page 12. I know this might sound ridiculous, but I gotta ask the question. Do you happen to have a lover? Then person say, well, starts laughing a bit. Not lovers, but wives, and two of them at that. Says the name Nauseant and Aunt Galahad. Then page 13, where Percival says what, and then of course, Lauren Green and them, they both hugging Percival, and then they pretty much say this, and then say dad. They pretty much say dad together. Then again, Lauren Green says, no matter what angle we see it from, that's definitely our dad, and quite young on top of it. And Percival says, who's dad? And then the son says, I know it, I know it sounds crazy to you. And then he says, but please listen to me carefully. The two of us are your children, most likely. And then and then it says like, and then it was like the author says, one down, three more to go. Then page 15. What? And of course, we now can now move on, we now move on to Tristan versus Yase versus Tristan. I might be pushing the names there, but of course, Yase says, I don't know how you block my attack, but don't even think you can die a fair death against the demon power. Tristan grabs Tristan grabs the lance and throws it away. Page 17. Okay. Only Yasi says this. Only his clothes are are getting torn. He only he almost didn't sustain damage. Tristan says, it is, Tristan says, you do better. You would do better not to talk so carelessly about it. Okay, in page 18, that is like like Tristan says the demon power was I'm saying I don't say this word, but again, fought was used for fighting and harming many races in the past. Then someone I respect the most shed blood and tears to wield it to protect the people he loved. And I says, wait, what's this? Abnormal aura. Then of course, then Tristan says, someone showing no for whatever they do should never talk about that. Talk about the demon power. Then Tristan punches Yase in the face. Yase punched him back. And then the next page, page 20, like when what is Tristan goes demon mode, and then he says, "Did you listen to me?" Then of course, Yas says the dad, and and that's the end of the chapter. Again, it was like rough translation here, guys. He was like, "No, not the food." It was like rough. So like, please wait for the official to come out. I'll make another video on that one. Please like and subscribe, guys. Helps help boost the channel up. Thank you very much for watching.